Hello, hello, hello. Good Monday afternoon, everyone. I'm meteorologist Brad Maushart, and we started our Monday just a little bit wet outside. Hopefully you dodged a few of the showers anyway on your way out the door this morning, because it was just kind of messy out there this morning. We had some slowdowns, no major issues reported, just a few traffic issues out there this morning. Let's see if I can get the right screen up behind me. Let's try this one more time. Let's see. Try this. Try this. Try this. All right, one of those is bound to work. All right, taking a look outside right now. Hopefully, like I said, your Monday's off to a good start. A little soggy early. We're seeing some sunshine starting to peek back out outside right now. Gorgeous look, but very similar to what we saw outside on Friday. It's going to be a little gusty outside at times. We're going to have those wind gusts regularly through the afternoon, upwards of 30 to 35 miles per hour, a little extra hairspray kind of day. You'll see some white caps at times on the river, but the rainfall, for the most part, is on its way out. We shouldn't have any more of that to contend with. Just a few little itty-bitty showers on our easternmost communities here through the next couple of hours, and then we're done with it. Mix of sun and fair weather clouds and a shaky weather camera as we work way through the rest of the day. Richmond coming in with 32 mile per hour wind gusts this afternoon, 30 mile per hour gusts in Harrison, 25 in Batavia. There is that little itty-bitty shower chance just now starting to sneak into the western 275 loop. That's it. That's the back end of the system. Along with that, too, you can kind of see what appears almost to kind of be a gust front along with the frontal boundary that's pushing its way on through. It's that line of clouds you can see along with the rainfall as it pushes its way on through. That you could see upwards of 40 mile per hour wind gusts with, but that should be it. It's going to be a brief gust as that front passes on through. Behind it, more sunshine and a really nice Monday and a really nice stretch ahead for much of this week ahead. We're going to see some sunshine through the day tomorrow. We're going to see sunshine again Wednesday. A few filtering high thin clouds here and there, but other than that, no big deal. This low pressure system on its way out. High pressure behind it, H, big blue H, stands for happy. That'll be pushing its way on in, and we will see some really nice weather, it looks like, as we work our way into Tuesday and Wednesday. Trying to take advantage of that. By the end of this week, we will see our next best chance for some rainfall arriving Thursday. Better chances yet to close out the week ahead. I know FC Cincinnati hasn't been home for a while. The Reds also have been an extended road trip. Good news for the weekend sports and early next week. We'll talk about that coming up in just a bit. So today, just some exiting showers, some breezy conditions, and a pretty comfortable Monday on the way. High temperature sitting right around the mid-70s in most spots today. The rain is pretty much done. As skies clear out tonight, though, this time of the year, that usually presents an issue. Clouds tend to act like a blanket. They help to hold in the heat, so when we lose our blankets, it is going to cool off pretty quickly. We're back into the mid-50s by 1 o'clock, and you will probably want the jacket, maybe a coat, depending on your cold tolerance tomorrow morning, mid to upper 50s in most spots. If we hang on to a few more clouds, temperatures could sit in the 50s, but I do think we break up those clouds enough to see those temperatures cool on down. And speaking of breaking up clouds, the Lyrids meteor shower, that peaks outside tonight and Tuesday. Usually not a whole lot to write home about, usually less than single-digit meteors an hour. So it's nothing you really want to sit outside and wait for, especially with the clouds that I do think are going to be lingering out there tonight. However, this meteor shower does tend to specialize, I guess you could say, in some fireballs. So if early tomorrow morning, if you usually hit the road before the sun rises and there are some breaks in the clouds, you might see a fireball or two, just something to keep an eye on. As you could see, one of those, maybe a couple of those an hour or so. Again, not a huge meteor shower, but something to keep an eye on the next couple of mornings since we will be seeing those clearing skies. Working our way towards Thursday, that's when our next warm front will start to lift into the tri-state. That'll give us our next best chance for some rainfall. So enjoy the sunshine out there. We find ourselves in a comfortable pocket of good weather outside as we work our way through this week, Wednesday. But by Thursday, that warm front does start to push back in. We'll see a scattering of storms, certainly not a washout. Thursday, still some sunshine in there, but at least we will see the next chance for rain. Friday, not a washout either, per se, just like this past weekend wasn't. We saw plenty of dry time Saturday. We saw a lot of sunshine outside yesterday. So this is still a ways out, but it is picking up on good rain and storm chances Friday, and especially into late Friday night as that next frontal boundary slides on through. That cold front dives through early Saturday morning. That's the next best chance of rainfall. Could be heavy at times. Some spots can pick up a quick inch of rainfall Thursday, Friday, and Saturday before we dry out into Saturday afternoon. That's good news. FC Cincinnati match is an early one this weekend. We're talking about a 2:30 first kick there for that match. Don't quiz me on who they're playing. I already forgot. But they are playing at 2:30. So one of the earlier matches. Those are great, and we'll see plenty of sunshine outside for that. If you're in the shade, maybe a jacket, but I think temperatures in the mid-60s, upper 60s are going to be pretty good for most of us. Sunday looks pretty good as well, and Monday, hopefully we can hold on to that. This time next week, the Reds are back in town after that long road trip. So looking to welcome them back, hopefully with some good weather after that 24-2 thumping they gave the Orioles outside yesterday. I think the Cards of my favorite town, I'm not going to say the town, the Cardinals are in town for that game next week. So something to keep an eye on for that. Sunday looks pretty good too. Just some cloud cover starting to trickle back in behind that next big storm system. And again, it's way too far out for specific totals, guesstimates in terms of rainfall, but just general model consensus is somewhere between about a half inch and an inch with this next system too. It's not going to have any effect on the river. Should not see any major flooding issues, though you could have some standing water in some low-lying areas, especially if you get thumped with a good thunderstorm out there. At any given time. But overall, up to an inch, nothing crazy. It's certainly not record-breaking. So let's take a look at the next 7 days, and then I'm going to attempt to pull up Facebook and see if anybody's commented on anything yet. Oh, we got something over here. We don't have anybody just yet that I can see. But if you do have questions, now is the time. We got a few minutes out there if anybody wants to go into detail on anything else there on Facebook. So 7-day forecast. Today, the rain, if you're seeing a few spotty showers, that should pretty much be the end of it. By the time we hit 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon, we should be done with all that rainfall. We dry back out tonight. It's going to be a little cool the next few mornings. Upper 40s at best. Tomorrow morning, maybe some low 50s outside with a few more clouds into Wednesday morning, but chilly, and then we start to warm back up into spring. 78 Wednesday afternoon. Sun, high thin clouds. Thursday looks nice most of the day. It's not a washout for that. Hello, Michelle. Good afternoon. But look at the temperature, 80 degrees. Normal high this time of the year, 68. So we are starting to see the warmer spring-like temperatures out there through this forecast. 80 degrees Thursday, and that warm-up, that warm front, going to fuel the next chance for showers and storms. So 80 degrees Thursday, we're talking 73 outside Friday. That's the next best chance of rainfall. Still not a washout, but a good scattering of storms. Nothing right now that looks to me, to be severe, but something definitely to keep an eye on there for Friday. Saturday, FC Cincinnati match. I know it looks like a big rain icon on there. I'll make it smaller for the actual newscast. Just a slim chance for showers early. By Saturday afternoon, we are drying back out, so no worries there for the FC Cincinnati match. You're not going to have any delays or anything, but maybe a puddle or two on the sidewalk. Sunday looks great. High, thin cloud cover comes in to filter some of the sunshine. And then by the time we hit Monday next week, Reds are back in town playing the Cardinals. 75 degrees. There will be a chance for rain there, but it's going to be spotty. So again, long ways out. A lot can certainly change on day 7. So something to keep an eye on there for the Reds game as they come back into town next week. Brian just asked about the frost potential. We don't have any the next 7 days, and that takes us to the 28th of April. Mother's Day is, this week? It's not a couple Sundays away. The 11th, I think, of May. Typical rule of thumb around the tri-state is, again, don't plan anything until Mother's Day. The long-term models, and I have to take another look because I don't have a ton of time when I come in, but once I hit my lunch break here, I give it a little bit more time to get into the extended forecast. Last week, they were hinting at a big cool down for the first couple of weeks of March. So that's what we typically say. I know you get kind of this false spring, the fake warm-up. We've been seeing that the last couple of weeks, and like I said, the stretch looks really good. Nowhere even close to the 30s or 40s, so at least low 40s, where we would have any kind of frost, upper 30s even. However, there's always that chance as you round out April and head into May. It's a slim chance, but you can't ever guarantee that you won't see any frost before we get to Mother's Day. So general rule of thumb, just give it another week or two until we get that extended picture and have Mother's Day kind of in the forecast, in the line of sight there, until we start planning anything, just to be safe. I talk way too fast, makes the broadcast very annoying. Get rid of him. Bad. Thank you, Sue. You're very kind. Hopefully you have a good Monday. Never watch him. That's just a shame. All right, well, hopefully everybody else has a better Monday out there. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach back out. We'll enjoy some of the sunshine. Maybe it'll change Sue's opinion there. Oh, he likes it all. Disgusting. Oh, that's a shame. All right, Sue, have a great day. Have a better one anyway. Anybody else has any questions, we'll wrap it up here in a couple of minutes. And if anybody has any questions about anything in particular, we can always dive into that, because this is a little bit more laid back than the on-air stuff. And we can always dive into other people's forecast. So, again, big things to note. If you are seeing any rainfall outside today, it's going to wrap up here in the next couple of hours. If you're seeing the winds, that's going to hang around through about 9 to 10 o'clock tonight. Then winds should start to calm back down later this evening if you have those evening plans. And then really nice stretch ahead. Tuesday, Wednesday, low to mid 70s in most spots, if not upper 70s, depending on how much sunshine you get out of Wednesday. Thursday, next best chance of rain. Friday, pretty widespread rain and storm activity. Not expecting anything severe at this time, but something we'll keep an eye on, especially when temperatures get close to that 80-degree mark this time of the year. It's thunderstorm fuel. Saturday, if you have any of the outdoor plans, we will be clearing back out, so don't worry about it. It's going to be a morning shower event. The later we get in the day Saturday, especially by midday, afternoon, looks pretty good outside, upper 60s out there. Pretty comfortable day, and we will see some sunshine as we work our way through the afternoon. Then Sunday looks pretty good too, 68 degrees, just a few high, thin clouds. So the better of the 2 days, I really can't pick them out. I mean, we'll have some rain to dry out of on Saturday, but Sunday looks pretty good if we're going to pick a day out of those two. 68, just a few high, thin clouds, filtering the sunshine. Of course, it's a free country, Sue. All right, this is America. All right, if anybody has any other questions, you can reach out to me on my Facebook page. It is tagged on the information on this video. You can always reach out there anytime, give it a follow. We'll post any weather information there as well. If you're on YouTube and you have Facebook, you can also get there too. Great talking to everybody today. We'll do this again tomorrow around noonish. It takes me a while to get things set up in here, but you know, around 12:10ish is when I've usually gotten on with these, and we'll do about 10 minutes again tomorrow. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hopefully you have a nice rest of your Monday, everybody. Again, get out there and enjoy some of the sunshine that we are seeing outside today.